welcome to the LostNFaded podcast, where we get faded and lost into whatever movie I'm feeling for the week. This week, Shrek with Megan.
Hello. Hello.
And I'm Byron.
This is Byron.
Here I am.
I am Megan.
There she is. All right. So we're going to get straight into it, which everyone knows Shrek.
Yeah.
We don't.
If you don't at this point,
Come on.
that's on you.
It starts off immediately, the fairy tale about,
True love's first kiss and like the knight rescuing the princess from the tower.
the basic shit.
And then Shrek is like, this is a joke.
He is like, let me show you how disgusting I am in my swamp.
He literally wiped his ass with the storybook pages. That was his toilet paper. And then the whole,
Throwing in mud.
he brushed his teeth with, I don't even remember, man. It was just
It was
gross.
just disgusting.
Yeah. He's an old guy.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves being alone.
Swamp.
He loves scaring off humans.
Mm-hmm.
He's just vibing. And he scares a few off from his home, and they leave a little flyer that was like fairy tale creatures for sale.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Which, come to find out, Lord Farquaad.
This asshole.
Oh my God. Talk about something's compensating for something.
He's trying.
He's trying. He's trying to get rid of all the storybook characters.
Yeah, I don't even know if he had any good reason. He just wanted normal people,
Yeah.
I guess. But so it cuts to like an auction of all the fairy tale people. They sell a witch for like 20 pieces.
Deadass.
I was like, damn, that's fucked.
There was Baby Bear and Papa Bear,
Oh.
which is sad towards
And then there's Donkey with this old lady.
Donkey.
He just doesn't stop talking ever in this movie.
Nope. That's his whole shtick.
Yeah. Yeah, his only stick is nonstop talking.
Literally. Which, too, as the characters progress, this is a star-studded cast.
Oh, really good cast.
So many iconic actors and actresses, like Eats.
I thought you were gonna start naming them.
I don't have the list, but I know Cameron Diaz and no wait, that's not. We don't mean Puss in Boots yet, actually.
Yeah.
But Donkey's Eddie Murphy. Shrek is obviously Mike Myers.
Yeah, really good cast.
Huh.
So then Donkey is like pretending to not be able to talk in front of the guards.
So it doesn't get sold.
Yeah, which smart. And then the old lady looks just crazy because she's trying to pretend to have him talk. And they're just like, nah.
It's in it.
And then Donkey just...
He gets covered in fairy dust and he starts to fly away.
And he just, at this point, just starts talking shit to everyone.
Just starts yapping. Immediately.
It doesn't even last that long.
No.
He falls back down and they just capture him. I'm just like, or no, they don't capture him. He runs away.
Yes.
But I'm just like, bro, you should have just focused on flying away instead of all that
Literally.
shit. But it's Donkey. Yeah. He has to talk his shit.
And then he runs into the woods and falls upon Shrek. And like the knights and like the whole army of motherfuckers are chasing after Donkey. And then they see Shrek right there. And then they're like,
Like,
ogre.
I don't want to deal with that.
Nope.
They all dip.
Yep. Besides the main guy.
Yeah. I mean, he still runs away. Like,
Yeah, eventually. But he goes, you and what the army? Turns around and he's no one's there.
So now Donkey's like, hey, let me just hang out with you, pal.
Literally. He's like, you saved me, so you're my friend now.
It's just like, that's not how it works, Donkey.
But period.
And he just doesn't stop talking, and Shrek's like, shut up. It's like, home, I think he tells them to, and he just humming the entire time. And then they get to Shrek Swamp, and he's like, you cool if I just stay here a few days?
And in the morning, I'm making waffles. And Shrek obviously is like, no, get out.
Shrek just wants to be left to his own side.
Yes, but then like he kicks Donkey out. Donkey sleeps literally in front of the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And Shrek just sits there and enjoys his meal.
But there's moments where Shrek's like, maybe I should invite.
Literally, he started to feel bad. And then a ruckus happens in the house.
Oh yeah, and all these
All the magical creatures that got displaced and or sold,
Literally.
or like got away or weren't sold, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. They slam, what's her name, on the Sleeping Beauty on the thing.
They do, Snow White,
Oh, Snow White. Sorry.
onto Shrek's table.
Whatever.
The seven doors are just looking at him and they're like,
It was seven doors.
the wolf from Red Riding Hood is in the bed, Shrek's bed. Shrek's pissed.
He was. Imagine just walking in someone's house and being like, I'm just gonna sleep in the bed.
Yeah.
They be wild.
They're like, oh, this is where we're at now? Cool.
And so he walks outside and he sees literally a whole encampment. Which is the fact that they did all this while he was just eating his dinner.
And like the mice, like to start the ruckus to like the three blind mice, and that's what like you picked up?
It's because they don't know where they're going. Everyone else was avoiding Shrek.
They're like, set the tent up quiet.
Literally.
Someone grabs a hammer and they're like,
And then so he's like, what is everyone doing here? And they're like, this is where they're dumping all of us.
what are you doing in my swamp?
Shrek's pissed. Mad.
And then he finds out Lord Farquaad is the one that was just like,
Send them there. If we can't get the swamp, we'll send them there.
yeah.
Fucked up. And so Shrek's like, all right, I guess I'll figure out how to get you guys kicked out. And they're like,
No, for real. He was literally going on and on about how they all sucked and they need to leave and he hates them and get out of my swamp and blah, blah, blah. And at the end, they're like, or he's like, we're going to get your houses back or your whatever you came from.
yeah.
Well, like, woo!
And so now he's leaving and he has to bring Donkey because Donkey's the only one that would tell him the way. They all knew though. They all knew the way, but they didn't want to go.
Nope.
So now it's Donkey singing and annoying Shrek again while he walks to the castle.
Yep.
And then this is where we meet Lord Farquaad.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Prior to this too, was there not a little scene with the gingerbread man?
This is the scene with the gingerbread.
Yes, because then it's, yes.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of myself. But
And so he's interrogating the gingerbread man, which I love the gingerbread man. He's my favorite character,
Yeah.
I think.
arguably.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's just a cool guy trying to chill.
Just because he's small.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And he's a little cookie.
This is Lord Farquaad's power trip because he can't torture anybody that's bigger than him.
True.
So he has to be a little small.
Yeah, he like broke off his legs. And I think, yeah, let's mess with those. And then so I guess Lord Farquaad is trying to like figure out where some girl is or princess is. And he finds out she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
And so his guards bring in the magic mirror. Which the magic mirror doesn't want to do it, but he's like threatening him with breaking him. And so he dumps the gingerbread man into a fucking trash can.
Yep.
Fucked up.
He goes, don't tell him.
And so the magic mirror does this little like what is it, like a game show type of
Yeah. Like a potential bachelorettes, potential princesses.
And it's Cinderella, Snow White, and then it's Fiona. And then he doesn't know who to decide.
No. They're all like, all of his little like army men are behind him, like saying everyone else's names.
And he listens to the dumbest one. He listens to the dumbest one.
Which in retrospect,
Because wait, the other two had like normal background, like backstories, and then Fiona's had like the whole dragon on a volcano type shit.
yeah, like entrapped in the tallest room of the tallest tower.
Yeah.
Tallest room of the tallest tower.
I guess they just weren't paying attention.
No.
He picked Fiona.
And then the mirror was trying to tell him about her little quirk, and he was like, nah, she's beautiful, goodbye. Don't tell me anymore.
He's like, shut up.
Literally.
And then he's like, grab all the best men, we're doing a tournament. And then that's when it cuts to Shrek and Donkey getting to the castle. And then there's a mascot guy, and he's like freaked out by Shrek, and Shrek just wants to know how to get in. And the mascot dude is running inside the lines of the
Like the roped off, like where you would, like in a movie theater, like to go around or in line for a fucking roller coaster. Like,
it's always the smallest bits that are the best.
and then Shrek just like barrels through the whole thing. He just walks through.
And then he gets told about the tournament, and he goes inside, and they get to the singing fucking puppets.
The Duloc
I don't care
introduction.
I feel like it's annoying.
It was funny.
It's funny, but after like a million times, it's annoying.
But then their faces at the end when it takes the picture and it shows, and they're like,
what's even the point of that? The picture at the end of that.
It's funny.
But so they walk.
Memes in this movie.
So many memes.
So many memes. I mean,
Just every random face is a meme. And so they get to the tournament, and Lord Farquaad's like, whoever kills the ogre gets to get the quest. And so Shrek just destroys all that.
Yep.
He's doing wrestling
obliterates.
moves.
Dude, it goes crazy. That whole scene.
Mm-hmm. Which we didn't talk about. Great opening song.
Yeah.
All Star. It opens and ends with Smash Mouth.
Yes.
That's the best.
Which is wild.
And so this is another song. I don't know what song is playing, but all the songs are pretty good.
Yes. It is a great soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Also.
And so he beats up all the guards, and the crowd's loving it. So he's like, okay, you want your swamp back? Go on this quest. Get this princess from me. And Shrek's like, fine.
Literally. Which, in like retrospect, he had like hella people like.
Yeah, he had like
arrows, like
they're gonna shoot at him.
Yeah.
And that would have been there for sure.
She's like, whatever.
Yeah, his weakness is arrows.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if you got like how many coming at you?
True. It's just, what are you gonna dodge? Like,
That's what I mean.
Dodgeball.
That's what I mean. Like, he can't do that.
No, I'm not Shrek. Maybe Donkey.
Why did?
Okay. So we get to them walking to journey to Fiona's castle.
Mm-hmm. I'm on my way from misery.
And just Shrek being annoyed about Donkey for another like few minutes.
Just like more.
Because Donkey doesn't stop.
No.
He just keeps going.
And he's trying to like crack Shrek open. Like Shrek has obviously built up this massive wall.
Yeah, he talks about layers, the onions.
Ogres are like onions. They have layers.
And that's
Onions have layers. Ogres have layers.
That's where Shrek wants to end the conversation. Yes. Donkey keeps going about different shit. I'm like, bro, just shut up. I mean, at this point, Shrek doesn't even need you. That's the funniest part.
No.
He just needed him to the castle.
Yeah.
Donkey just...
Which it's like... Shrek, I feel like you could have used your resources if you didn't want him there that bad. To be like, nah, motherfuckers, where's it at? Like...
He's... It's okay. Yeah. But they get to the castle. There's this long bridge. Donkey's afraid of it. Mm-hmm. Shrek tricks him over it. Tricks him to get over it.
Me too.
Which is nice of Shrek. Yeah. Shrek's kind of being nice. Shrek's always just put in bad situations.
Yeah.
And he has a right to react the way he does in most situations.
And like you find out later on that it's like everybody just thinks so bad of him because he's an ogre. And
so
like,
he's just so used to being alone and being like people being mean to him. Yeah. And so they get to the castle and Shrek's like, okay, you go up these stairs to the highest tower. I'm going to go this way. And then Shrek's just exploring the castle normally. Donkey goes up those stairs to Dragon.
Literally he's yapping the whole time too. He passes it and you see Dragon's eye. And it's like, dude.
And so he's screaming for Shrek, trying to run. And then
there's the whole compilation of the dragon like chasing after Donkey, and then I don't remember what the Donkey did, but then Shrek's trying to fight the dragon. Eventually Shrek gets launched up into the tower where Fiona's at.
And then Donkey gets cornered by the dragon.
And then the dragon realizes, oh, wait.
Well, Donkey starts flirting.
Yeah.
He gets cornered and he's like, I'm just gonna flirt.
He was being smooth as hell with it. You're a girl dragon. Of course you're a girl dragon.
I was like, all right, pal.
Dragon's like, period.
And it's like, come with me. Shrek to my lair.
Literally.
And so Shrek got to Fiona. And Fiona's like prepping herself, getting a flower on herself. And like, she's like, this is the moment I've been waiting my entire life for.
And it's Shrek's fuck ass.
He's like, get the fuck up.
He like shakes her awake. But she was already up. But like, to like approach if she had been like, oh, sleeping, should I kiss? But like,
and then she's like, what are we doing? You have to do this. And he's like, let's go. We have to run and like fight this dragon. And she's like, you didn't kill a dragon? He's like, no, fuck no.
What do I look like?
No, and then they're running past other people who died fighting the dragon. I was like, do you not want to leave this place? How is she eating up there?
Honestly,
magic, probably. Very confidently dropping off meals there.
like
something, because she's just in that room the entire time.
And like, does the dragon also know she's there? And like, are they on like
I feel like she knows she's there. I don't think they're on good terms.
But is it like, girl, I'll leave you alone because I gotta protect you, whatever, but like, I don't like you.
Yeah, I think that. Because when they get to the dragon's also chasing her.
Yeah.
And so they run and go, and like Shrek like hangs off a chandelier or like a bunch of chains or something. And he like grabs Donkey, and then the other side of the chains falls down on top of Dragon.
It's like a collar and leash.
Yeah. And so Shrek, they're like running around in circles and shit. And then Shrek's like, I got this, you guys go. Which I'm like, okay, Shrek.
Period.
Feel it. And so he like puts a sword in the middle of the chain so that she's locked there. And then he's running back, and they're just standing there. Then that's
what I mean. And then he's like, run, and then they finally like turn around to go, and I'm like, why were we
like, you guys should have been across that bridge.
That ass.
But so they're running on the bridge burns from the dragon's flames.
Fire breath.
And then the dragon can't follow.
Because she got locked the fuck up.
And then she gets sad.
Leash.
And it's like, well, that's what you get for being angry.
That ass.
Maybe if you chilled out.
Yeah.
We could have been all chilling.
Maybe they were mad because she was mad because they took Donkey.
I think so, yeah. They took Donkey and the princess.
Yeah.
Now what does Dragon do?
Damn it.
Now I don't have anything.
Literally. How she gets out later on is my big question too.
She probably figures out the sword too.
Shit. Fucking assholes.
And so they get away from all that stuff. And so Fiona's like, take off your helmet. Take off your helmet. Shrek's like, no, you're not going to like it. And she's like, please. And so he takes it off. And then she's like a little weird about it because we know why she's weird about it.
But she still put up that front of like,
where's Prince Charming? I was expecting. And he was like, you were expecting Prince Charming. She was like, yeah. It leads us to a sequel, basically.
A sequel.
And so they're like, all right, let's keep moving. He picks her up because she's like, I'm not leaving until I get a prince to come get me, or a Lord Farquaad to come get me. And Shrek's like, nah, let's go. He picks her up, and then they're just traveling for a bit. She's just chilling, answering Donkey's questions.
Well, at one point too, it pans back over to Farquaad, and he's like looking at Fiona's picture in the mirror. And the mirror's so disgusting. You can tell he just does not want to do it. And it's right in front of his bed, and Farquaad's just laying there under his blankets. His little pee-pee got hard by him. This little thing is like, ooh. And I'm like, this is a child movie.
That's crazy.
And it's like little shit like that you miss. And I'm like,
I think when they were talking about Snow White, one of the jokes they said was, she lives with 7 men. Yeah. So she's not easy. I was like, oh, damn. In a kid's movie?
They're all just like, ah.
But then,
What?
so after we get that disgusting scene, unnecessary scene,
For real though. It cuts to them in the forest and
these merry men come and try rescuing
it was Robin Hood.
Robin and his merry men come and try and rescue Fiona, but she's like, I don't need you to rescue me, and she just beats them all up.
All of them.
And then somehow during the fight, Shrek got an arrow in his butt.
Didn't notice.
And so they're like, he's like, oh my God, what to do? And Donkey won't shut up. She's like, go find this flower, Donkey.
Yeah. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns.
And then Shrek won't let Fiona do anything.
Arrow out of his butt.
She falls on top of him, and it's just like, ooh,
Yeah,
what's going on there?
Fiona said, are we gonna kiss right now?
And then so
you get a little montage of Shrek and Fiona like falling in love by like they like blew up a frog and a snake and made the snake like a little like balloon animal, and they like gave it to each other and like let it free, and then they were doing like matchable kind of gross things, and Shrek was like, holy shit, she's not who I thought she was. Like, wait, I thought she was like this prim proper princess, but no, she be getting down dirty.
yeah, she just basically like him. And so we skip over the first night. We don't have to really talk about the first night. She just hid her away. I think you get a little tease of her being her transformation.
Yes.
But then we go.
Well, this is one too. They were bitch. That was a very serious scene, because that's when Shrek let all of his feelings out to Donkey about how he can't do anything right because everybody's out to get him, and he sucks because everyone hates him and blah blah blah. And this is why he'd rather be left alone, and he didn't want to do all this.
We get it, Shrek. I'm joking.
Because then Fiona was like, "Oh my God, wait, I feel bad just because he's an ogre, but like he's that 24/8. I'm here."
Yeah, only like half at night.
Literally.
I'm just
till dawn. It's like not even that serious.
And so they get to the second night, and then Fiona took the whole like windmill house thing, and then they're just sleeping outside. And then in the middle of the night, Donkey's like, let me go inside. And wait, why does Shrek get sad? Shrek gets sad.
So that's after. So Donkey goes in there.
No, but he gets sad and leaves, and then he comes back, and then
I think it's because he was falling in love with Fiona and he didn't know how to tell her.
oh yeah, and he was like, I gotta walk away and think.
Yeah, like think about this. Yeah, and then Donkey was like, I'm gonna go in there and see how she is.
Yeah, and then he finds her as an ogre, and she's like explaining everything. She's freaking out about everything.
She was cursed by a witch at a young age,
Yeah.
from dusk till dawn. She turns into an ogre and can only be cured by true love's kiss. The night before the girl, I forgot the stipulations with that part, because I'm like, why did they have to happen before night fell on the day of the wedding?
I don't know.
Too much lore.
Well, I have a theory on this curse with the second movie. But
Now we knowing maybe. Ooh, Byram.
well, so we Shrek overhears, and he hears her talking shit about herself, and he thinks that she's talking shit about him.
Because he only heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, and so he gets mad, and he like drops the sunflower he had, and he's like being pouty and shit. And so the morning comes.
Because I'm assuming he walked his way all the way to fucking Duloc and was like, she's here. Come grab her.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, because in the morning, she comes out and Shrek's like,
yeah, he's mad.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. You just said all this shit about me. And she's like, wait, what? You heard that? And he was like, I heard the whole thing. No, you didn't,
and she
Shrek.
thought it was that the fact he knew that she was an ogre, but Shrek thought it was the fact that she was calling herself all these bad things, that he was thinking that it was about him. And it's like, girl, you guys are projecting, communicate.
Yeah, this was just a lot of miscommunication because Shrek didn't hear the full thing.
No.
You heard a few things
Yeah.
and then walked away, mister. Whatever. And so Lord Farquaad comes. He has fake legs
On his horse.
He gets does he get picked up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he gets picked up and put down. And so Fiona's like, oh. And she's like, I guess I'll marry him. and she's like trying to make Shrek jealous.
Yeah.
And she calls him like ogre a bunch.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, come on, Fiona.
You're
Chill.
just.
And then she's also like, we have to get married now before sundown.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't see that she turns into an ogre. And then, so they all go their separate ways because I think Shrek's just pissed and he's like, leave me alone, Donkey. And so Donkey goes by himself. Shrek goes back to, I think he's just wandering, right? I don't think he goes back to the swamp. Oh, he does.
And then everyone's gone.
Yeah, they're all gone.
And then his whole swamp is in disarray.
Yeah, they left it a mess, which I'm like, you should enjoy it.
But then too, somehow Donkey links up with Dragon.
Yeah, she's just sitting at the like water or a river, and he's just like, hey, didn't see you there.
Yeah.
And they're just chilling, they're vibing. And then he's like, you know what? No, I have to get Shrek. And so they convince Shrek to go. And Shrek's like, okay, I'll stop this wedding.
Yeah, I'll tell her how I really feel.
They fly there. Shrek runs in, and he's like, wait, I object or whatever. Is that what they say?
Well, yeah, that's technically what you would say. And
I think that's what he said.
does anyone have any objections to this holy matrimony? Shrek said, I object.
And so Fiona's like, Shrek, what are you doing? And then Lord Farquaad is like, capture this ogre.
He said, kill the ogre. Like, shut the fuck up, Lord Farquaad.
And so Shrek's trying to run to Fiona. Fiona's like, no, Shrek. And then
there's a fight scene for sure.
I think he just whistles for Dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon eats Lord Farquaad. There might have been some talking.
Because
there was a lot of back and forth bullshit.
Yes.
But we don't have to get into it.
No.
It was a lot of like, oh, this is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, an ogre fall in love with a human?
Yeah.
Weirdo.
And then dusk falls after Lord Farquaad get 8, bro. He got 8 finally. I was like, period.
And
fuck that guy.
No, wait. He gets eaten before she changes. Yes. And then he like witnesses it. And he's like, kill them both.
Yes.
And then that's when they would look for Don.
Yes. Dragon. Fuck.
No, it's confusing, this whole last.
Fuck.
It's whatever. And then so he gets eaten. Everyone runs away. They kiss. And not everyone runs away. They're just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then
they didn't know what to make of the situation, but they're like, we'll see this out. We'll see this through.
And they fly away. All lovey-dovey.
Yep.
And then there's a little like song scene at the end, which is fun.
Montage of what is it? Them getting married at the swamp.
Which
all the characters.
Great movie. Amazing movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a classic.
Shrek, it came out when I was a child, so it was like I grew,
2001.
Literally, I grew up with that movie, and it was like 2, 3, and 4, and like all the little sides with Puss in Boots and all that.
But
I mean,
we won't get into it now.
No.
What did you like about the movie?
It aged well. There wasn't like any parts of it where I ever felt like it was like, that wouldn't fly now, or like this joke is kind of odd, or like
maybe just the bed scene with Lord Farquaad. That's the only scene I like. That's weird.
And it could have progressed. It could have been a lot worse. I will say that much.
Hopefully not a kids movie.
But that's what I mean. But then, like, girl, looking back at like Halloween Town 1 and 2, like, it's around the same place.
The CGI looks really good for its age. I think it's gonna just keep aging well.
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna get bad.
No.
I think the story is nice.
Yeah.
One thing I feel like it's a little simple. Like it's a little simple in some ways.
Yeah.
Like there's scenes where they're just like chilling, they're just wandering, and it's just like you could have liked it a little bit more with this.
Yeah.
Scene. Maybe a few more fairy tale characters.
Yes.
But it's still a good story. It's still a good time. That's my only like small gripe with it. Especially when I compare it to the second one.
The second one, so everything in that sound.
Yeah. I think, do I have to explain the rating system to you again?
It's 1 through 5?
No.
It's S tier through E? What is it?
So I got 4 categories. I got buy it or go see it in theaters, stream it or rent it, watch for free, or just don't bother.
Buying it for sure.
Yeah,
and seeing
buying it.
And seeing it.
Buying it immediately.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have it on DVD. Love Shrek.
I think I probably have to buy it, but still, you definitely gotta get this one. This one's really good.
100%.
They just killed it. They just knocked it out of the park.
They really did.
First one.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Some lore too. Mike Myers recorded in a completely different accent, like the entire movie.
I forgot about that.
And they didn't like how it turned out, or it wasn't fitting enough to Shrek, so then they had to redo all of his fucking lines. What is it, like a Scottish accent?
Which I think this Shrek role is going to someone else before. I gotta look into it. I gotta remember. Maybe I'll have it back for Shrek 2. But I feel like there was definitely someone in contention for this role.
Yeah.
But great movie.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Love Shrek.
Well, thank you for watching.
Hold up.